All set. Okay, I'll call the meeting to order at 7:04. This is a meeting of the Town of Norton Zoning Board of Appeals for June 21, 2023. We have posted this meeting and passed around an agenda indicating that we are meeting here at the Norton Media Center, but also providing access remotely, electronically, for anybody in the public who wishes to attend remotely, to join us or to observe. We have one hearing item on the agenda tonight, the application of 233 West Main Street. Applicant is Level Design Group. We're waiting for our final voting member to arrive. It's going to be just a few minutes for that. So we'll skip that and go to general business. Mr. Spangler wasn't on board when that hearing was first opened in late 2022, so Brian Spangler can't be a third voting member on that. It is myself, Mr. Tenore, and Lucas Wozniak, who is expected here shortly. So do we have bills and warrants to present tonight? No, okay. Then meeting minutes, there were some distributed for which dates, Brian?
Go back and check.
Well, I printed out July 13,
Yep.
2022, September 14, 2022,
I have October 19th.
October 19, and,
November 16th.
okay.
Two of them we already voted upon.
Right.
Two of these?
Yes, and I mentioned that.
Oh, I thought we voted on the 2021 minutes. Well,
The ones that you gave with the decisions last time, I did not receive because when I was on vacation, when you sent them to Lucia,
I didn't
oh, you didn't?
return any decisions, no. That's why I
Okay.
gave you the 2021
Okay.
2 months of those. Which
I'll-
other two did we approve already, though? I didn't remember that. Do we know? If not, we'll just table this and get back to it. I thought that 2022 minutes were fresh for review.
I could be mistaken.
Okay, well, we'll have to check on that then.
Yeah.
All right. So, can we talk about meeting dates? We have
Yeah, we have
August
meeting
and
dates.
September, right?
And I just leave that there normally, so I forgot to remove it this time.
No, that's fine. So we don't need any meeting dates beyond September at this point.
Not unless you think you're ready for
It's fine.
Yeah, no, I think
Hold on, we'll talk in July.
Yeah, in
When is
July.
our July meeting is what?
it. Should be third week,
okay, hold on one
the
second.
19th.
Okay,
Yep. 19.
okay. Right, and then we have August and
Right.
September scheduled. So, okay, that's fine. We're fine for right now. Great. So we're going to, yes, go ahead.
So I took it to look at them in July, September, and
October.
was it? It was the April. I thought we did the 21st.
Which one?
April 21st. April 14th.
This one? The ones that Nicole had?
Yeah,
Okay. Did we?
I thought we did,
Okay.
but again, if we can't confirm it, why don't we?
These were from 2021.
Right.
I signed these two.
Yeah, okay.
I think we did approve these.
Yeah. All right. Good.
So those are taken care of.
Right.
The four from
The 22 ones
22,
we didn't do yet.
Brian had put these together, and
Right.
then message came that we should sign them.
Right.
And I haven't developed information contrary to that. I'm not sure we have to, but we said we would. So that's
Yeah.
fine. Why don't we?
Yeah, I'm good with those other three. It should be, what, 3 or 4?
4.
Yeah.
Did you get to these? Any comments?
I don't think I was a part of
You might not have been here.
those
Good
meetings.
point.
Yeah, he started,
Of course you didn't.
well, he was appointed in December.
Yep, that's right, okay. So I have no changes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for July 13th,
I'll make a
September 14, October 19, and November 16, 2022?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, and second, no further discussion, no changes.
No.
We'll trust Brian's recording. All those in favor?
Aye.
Approval of those minutes, aye. So by committee, doesn't require a legal 3 vote. So by committee, Mr. Tenore and I have approved those minutes, and I'll get those signed for you, okay? Now, we are still on hold, so let's take a break for a few minutes till Mr. Wozniak comes, so we can resume the hearing at that time. Is there any other business for us right now to discuss, members?
I don't have anything.
Yeah, I was looking ahead to October.
Yeah.
The third week, I think the third Wednesday is the 18th. I'm away but could join remotely. I'm able to do that, right? I did that last meeting. There's no problem with that. Okay.
You know, we can always move it too.
Yeah,
We can move it to the week after, the 25th. I mean,
well, we don't know what's gonna come in between now and then, so
or the,
let's just, why don't we
Yeah.
wait till next month to set it, and then
Okay.
we can do it a week earlier or a week later, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything's developing.
Okay.
But, okay, good, good for noting that ahead of
I mean,
time.
that September and October, as you know, is my kind of time I could be sent. So
Right.
those are always bad months.
Yep. They can be busy for any number of reasons. Okay, so at this point, why don't we suspend until Mr. Wozniak shows, okay?
Yep.
I don't know what the camera does, if the camera stays on us.
I think you're gonna vote on it, right?
We
No.
can,
Do you have to vote to?
No, we don't have to.
I've never
we can-
suspended.
We can sing and dance if you like, but
I'll cut it.
you want Brian or Jim to do that, you don't want Leo has joined us. I thought he had a vacation night, but
I thought so too.
Brian, the boss, called and told him otherwise. Thank you for coming. So, just for the record, it's 7:18, we'll resume the meeting. We broke at about 7:11, and for the record, there was no discussion of any business during that time. We'll resume the meeting now, and the hearing item on the agenda, again, is 233 West Main Street. This first came to us at the end of 2022, I'm forgetting the exact date.
Correct.
And presenting tonight again is
Daniel Campbell, Level Design Group, on behalf of the applicant.
Mr. Campbell, and Level Design is actually listed as the applicant. The owner of the property are the individuals, but
Correct.
it is your application, so when we broke, I believe it was in March, and the feeling was that the board wished you to proceed to the planning board
Correct.
first, to see if they were going to require some modifications. And I see that you have cleared that hurdle of the
We
planning
have.
board. We have a decision dated in the last few
I
weeks.
was going to say about a month and a half ago.
It is May 12th.
Yep.
It is the decision, I'll represent that. Can you tell us, since you left us in March, were there major revisions that we would need to know about at the zoning board?
There were not significant revisions. There were 2 essential revisions. One, prior to getting to the planning step, when we were here at the zoning board last, one of the abutters, as well as the board, requested basically changing the direction of our pathway and the driveway. So we did that prior to submitting to the planning board, coming in the top rather than coming in the bottom, and exiting at the bottom. That way everybody can queue on the property rather than external. And the planning board, we had asked for a waiver of a designed landscape plan. They gave us waivers of some of the required landscaping, but not the design itself. We submitted the design, which has waivers on numbers of plants. As you can see, we're fairly well clustered along the front, but we would have had to double this number by the zoning ordinance. And then it actually would have had to be pushed forward, which would have defeated part of the purpose of what we were doing. which was pulling everything back off the street to give better sight lines to that intersection. So they did give us both of those waivers.
Okay, so my assumption is that nothing impacts the plan that we were presented with, which is dated, if you can read it, very small handwriting. It looks like it was updated 1/10/23. I'm
Correct.
looking right there. Are your eyes any better? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The original
It was,
plan date is last August.
Correct.
110.
1/10? And in the handwritten, next to the seal is 1/10/23, it looks like. I agree.
Yep.
substantively, there are no modifications since that time. The building is 4 units. We haven't changed the size. It is the same setbacks, same driveway configuration, same number of parking spaces. We've just gone through the processes that the zoning board has asked us to go through.
Okay, so the application before us, as presented and as we're taking up now, is actually for a variance due to undersized lot.
Correct.
In an R40 zone, let's see if I can get this straight, the dimensional table requirements, 6.2 require, what is it, 110,000 square feet? I have it marked here. Just stating for the record, but that's.
So
from
we are,
memory.
for a 4-family, we're required 110,000 square feet, which
Thank
is
you.
also what we were required for a 3-family.
Right.
We have existing 50,064 square feet, proposed 50,064 as well.
So it would be a variance for the land size requirement for this. This was, again, for the record, a 3-family dwelling, well, there are 3 dwelling units there.
Correct.
Plus operation of a agricultural stand, which is well known to, I think, all of us here at the table for many years. I didn't know it was a 3-family in addition to that, but in any event, the applicant wishes to rebuild and present 4 family, single-family, well, 4 dwelling units
4
within
dwelling
that
units.
building. Thank you.
Correct.
So this is also requiring a finding under 1.5E because it is a pre-existing non-conforming use as the planning board decision determined as well. And
Correct.
we were operating under that assumption, but we can talk about it if any member wants to. So I think what the applicant is in for, or is in need of, is a variance for the lot size. I have a question about parking. We had talked about parking, and this updated plan actually doesn't show the spaces that I can see anyway, whereas the, I think the earlier plan, and I thought we asked them, I thought we asked them to submit that, and I think one of the earlier plans had it. That's why I was questioning Brian today, which one are we looking at?
There were parking spaces in front of it,
That
I
I,
believe.
that I can answer.
Okay.
And that's actually, and I have the plan that I'm looking at is, again, the handwritten date. I want to thank the engineer for writing as small as possible.
I can help.
Looks like December 13, 2022, and that's orange highlighted.
So the plan we presented during the March public
Yeah,
hearing
correct.
also did not have those spaces. And what we explained at the time when Maria was here as well, that the zoning bylaw specifically does not allow parking within 20 feet of the front of the structure in a multifamily house. No matter what the house is, no matter the configuration or
20 feet in
orientation.
front of the living area.
Correct.
That was a question I was going to ask about.
So what we've done is we incorporated them and submitted the plans to incorporate them. There are garages in each one of the units. And then we have 2 spaces at the end, and those 2 spaces are 20 feet off. And as I said, very straightforward in the planning board, is there enough space in front of those garages? There absolutely is for somebody to park, but a striped parking space is not permitted. It's just a driveway. If your friend comes over and parks there, your business.
And we were
you can
reviewing
park.
that last time about 1 car inside, 1 car outside. Yeah.
So are the garages shown here? Can you?
The garage is, it is, you drive straight into a 2-car
It's
garage
underneath.
inside
Within
the
the
structure
structure.
itself. Correct.
The areas with the rounded corners on the east side, are those landscape areas?
They're landscape
Yeah.
areas. So,
Because I saw that from the planning board plan, that's where you showed some trees, right?
so in the landscape plan itself,
There it is, yeah.
there is landscaping in each one of those islands. trees, shrubs, and it calls out for, ground cover and things of that nature.
Thank you. Are there other questions posed? I couldn't remember about the parking, and I forgot about the garages.
We had a couple issues. So one was the 3-family to 4-family. That's why I requested for them to go to planning board. Number 2 was the parking, and number 3 was the inlet and outlet to Oak Street and the proximity to the intersection. And I feel strongly that they met all those requirements at this level.
Yeah,
So,
the inlet and outlet, the flow of traffic, I remember discussed here as well, and that
to the
was,
intersection, yeah.
yeah, it was was it a concern of one of us, or?
It was us,
it was an
the
abutter.
It
neighbors.
wasn't about the
Yeah.
present as well.
Yes.
And
It was-
then
it's
got
the-
resolved at planning.
It's the woman that lives directly across the street and was resolved in planning. We did submit a traffic analysis at planning as well.
Yeah.
Had extensive discussions about.
That's why I felt strongly about planning board, about them, because that got resolved.
Okay. Okay. Are there other questions, board members? For the applicant? With that, I'll ask if there are any questions or comments, positive or negative, in favor of the application presented or in opposition to the application presented. For the record, none here in attendance in person. Brian, are there members of the public appearing online to chime in? I do not see any. Thank you. With that, is there a motion to close the public hearing if there are no other questions or issues to ask the applicant about?
I'll make that motion. Close.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Wozniak, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Tenore?
Yes.
Mr. Noel votes yes again to close the public hearing. Discussion on the application. Has the applicant satisfied the concerns?
I appreciate them going to planning board and taking care of everything that I think we raised for concerns.
Yep, and the traffic flow is something we specifically didn't address, and it was addressed there, so
Yep.
good move, good move.
I think we're good.
Okay, so we need a variance for the lot size. Do we need a variance for parking? No.
No.
Because they've accounted for the number of spaces is what comes under our purview.
Yep.
And that's taken care of by virtue of the fact
The one
that
inside.
we don't have it on this plan, but the representation that there are garage units within each of the 4 dwelling units.
Yep.
Yep.
And then another couple of spaces and areas to park outside. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay, so we discussed last time the difficulty of this lot being on the corner. Is that, does that substantiate a variance request, that there is that hardship of presenting some alternative plan to what's been presented?
Yes.
Is that the feeling of the board?
Yes.
I think this is a decent plan. It is right on the corner, which concerned all of us, but that's what happens. Things get developed, usage gets increased usually, not decreased. They look like good dwelling units for some families going forward, and I think it's a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's
an
good.
improvement to the
Yeah.
area, for sure.
I
Yeah,
agree.
it needs
Agreed. And that area is actually getting quite
busy.
busy, yeah.
And-
Let's see what the roads bring next.
Yeah.
By the way, can someone talk to the highway department about leveling the vertical folds of,
123?
yeah. I have a Honda Pilot, it's pretty sturdy, but it was, we were rocking and rolling, just.
You never see roads grinded that far down, but they're gonna get rid of the roller coaster, so. You
They
know
are?
that? Oh yeah, that roller coaster's gone pretty much now. That's why they grinded it so deep.
You talking about the hump where there's a
Yeah.
gas line under there?
Yeah.
Did they remove it?
Well, they went down.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't know the hump was gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Well, probably brought down,
Down.
is what I would call it.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah.
My kids always wanted me to speed up right before.
Oh, me too.
So that they could feel their stomachs like a roller coaster. Now, of course, I never did that
Of course not.
on the
No.
roads of Norton, and none of us did, but my kids always asked me to. Okay, so as to the variance, is there a motion to grant a variance down from 110,000 square feet to,
50,064.
as shown on the plan of record, and again, we've identified the plan sheet of record, because the applicant has shown hardship and that this is the best approach in common language.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any further discussion on the variance? Mr. Tenori, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Wozniak?
Yes.
Mr. Noel votes yes to approve the variance as well. Now, I think this is necessary to do a 175E because this is a prior non-conforming use. Planning board found as much as well. So we need a finding, I think, that the plans as shown on the plan of record again will not render this use substantially more detrimental than the existing use. The existing use being 3 plus a farm stand, though it hasn't been fully operational for
In a long time.
a while. But I'm prepared to go along with that. Is there a motion for such a finding?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, I don't think, we've discussed the increased traffic, but as, in terms of the factors in 1.5E, noise, lights, and all of that, I think we've acknowledged that this is a good, positive step forward. Mr. Tenori, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Wozniak?
Yes.
Mr. Noel votes yes as to the finding under 1.5E as well. Is there anything else required?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You think those satisfy it?
I
Okay.
believe so.
Good luck to you.
Thank you
We
so
will-
much.
We'll have a decision in writing in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then there's an appeal period,
Right.
as you know. But we'll get it posted and sent to you as soon as we can. And thank you for your cooperation in coming back again, these extra times that we asked.
Absolutely. Thank you for your consideration.
Okay.
Have
Good luck.
a good weekend.
Good luck. Okay. You have to look for the dates that this first was on our agenda. It might have been November or December, but, you know, put those in the decision. It was started.
Yeah, I just looked, it looks to be January 6th is when
The
this
meeting.
one, no, this one was up, not the 10th, because you read off the 10th.
3 weeks course, what you didn't want to see when I was in baseball.
Well, I got the notification at like 6:45. I was like, oh, they didn't call me or anything. No one else.
It
did,
could be a
so I'll
sideways
have to go
6.
tonight.
I think you're right.
Happy as I am when Brad calls me.
That's our.
So the 12-13
Our
plan?
boss suggests that's actually 1/6. January 6th. It looks like it's a sideways 6,
Right, but Tom,
leaning 6.
I'm like,
the close-up, this is what it looks like.
Ah, you got it blown up there.
okay.
Oh, you can see it. That's what I was looking at. I didn't even see that. I didn't remember those dates up in the box.
This is how I do it.
Yeah, well, that's what,
1/6/23.
and it's also up in the box. I didn't even see that before. Thank you. All right, so we'll change that date in the written
It's actually
decision.
been late, guys. I didn't.
That's okay, we understand.
I'm a sub.
No, you're not.
I'm a 6-year sub.
Oh, which reminds me,
Yeah.
I believe Jim and Lucas,
I think I'm up.
Yeah.
Totally.
so
I got something in the mail. I
Doesn't
gotta
the
be
town
honest
like
with you.
automatically vote for us though?
They
I
send you a
think you still
letter.
have to go to Lucia.
I got a letter.
You have to,
I've been procrastinating, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, but they.
I saw it, I was like,
The selectmen vote for us to renew us, and
But-
then we have to go to the town hall and renew our
And
vows.
renew our vows.
yes, but the letter asks you to get back to them as to whether you'll
All right,
accept.
I'll do
Ooh,
that.
am I off?
At the end of June.
I've only got $2, but you can each take one. You're not. Spangler and I won't let
Rock,
you.
paper, scissors for alternate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give $1.50 to you.
I have never done anything. They just do it.
Really?
And then they
Yeah.
tell,
I've
and
had
then
to
they
go
tell me,
down-
hey, come
Yeah,
in
you gotta
and
go down there
do your
and
thing.
swear and.
It's like the Army.
Yeah,
Volunteers take one step forward and everyone steps back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
Lucas is left standing there.
I stand back.
All right, we done? Let's go.
I think we took care of the other business that we had on
Yeah.
the minutes. So,
Anything coming up?
Someone hasn't paid, so not yet technically,
okay,
So August is, I mean, July is empty?
as
Well-
of right now.
but there's still time to get something there. Apparently only one.
I mean, listen, anytime you need me, just, it's just summertime. I'd rather sit by a fire and have a beer.
I tell you, dude, I drove by and like, yeah, this is Lucas's truck, I'm not late.
That's right.
And that's when they said, where is he? I go, he's home.
He's
His truck's
home.
there.
Jim told on you, so. All right, if there's no other business to come before us right now, motion to adjourn
So moved.
at
7:30.
7:35. Wow, that's pretty good.
That's awesome.
All